What's up everyone, I'm Sebastian Quinn and welcome back to the NBL review show where we're going over all the highlights and talking points from the round just gone. And it was a huge round on offer with 7 games available for fans, but it was another poor outing for the Sydney Kings as they played the New Zealand Breakers for the second time in less than a week. After falling by 2 points just last week, this time was a blowout, falling 90-73. Mika Vikona stood out with 10 points and 12 rebounds in a game that Sydney never led. Edgar Sosa scoring 19 points in just 23 minutes of action. The Kings clearly missing the injured Kevin Lish as they got blown out by 17 points. It took a collective team effort from the Brisbane Bullets, but they got it done against the Cairns Taipans, with 5 players finishing in double figures scoring as they topped their Queensland rivals. Perrin Buford strode off his strength with some soft touches inside. Both sides struggled from behind the arc, knocking down a total of 9 3-pointers from 37 attempts. Brisbane's efficiency from the charity stripe in mid-range, enough to secure an 83-78 victory. Quite possibly the game of the round saw the Perth Wildcats take down Melbourne United, with 11 of the 12 players on the roster scoring at least 1 basket in the 89-84 victory. Melbourne kept it close by knocking down 39% of their attempts from behind the arc. The Wildcats keeping it tight with an extraordinary 30 attempts from the free throw line, 78% of their shots coming from inside the paint, and it was their bench who got them the win. The second unit pouring in 33 points as the Wildcats won the battle of the top 2 favourites for the NBL crown. After their embarrassing loss to the New Zealand Breakers, the Sydney Kings looked to bounce back against the Adelaide 36ers, but were once again outclassed, trailing by as much as 37 points in the 114-84 loss. The hot shooting 36ers knocked down 55% of their shots from the field, including 9 3-pointers, 5 of them courtesy of Nathan Sobey. He finished with 25 points in just over 20 minutes of action as the Kings struggled to hold on to the ball, turning it over 21 times in the contest. Kevin Lish's replacement Jeremy Kendall with a forgettable performance as the Kings fall to 1-4 on the season. Coming off their intense clash with the Perth Wildcats, Melbourne then welcomed the New Zealand Breakers, who continued their impressive run to start the season with an 88-76 victory. It was Tom Abercrombie who once again led the team, scoring 21 points on an efficient 50% from the field. Casey Prather and Josh Boone keeping it close for United, but not quite enough as the Breakers stormed to the top of the NBL ladder with a convincing win. Final 2 games of the round now as Brisbane faced Illawarra in a back and forth affair. Both sides had a lead of at least 10 points, but it was the Hawks who came away with the W. The Bullets were their own worst enemy as they committed 17 turnovers, which led to 24 points for the Hawks. Stephen Holt doing his best to keep the Bullets in the game with some great work, but the Hawks' collective firepower was too much to handle, Rodney Clark finishing with 26 points in the 105-96 win. The Perth Wildcats looked weary after their intense clash with Melbourne United, and the Cairns Taipans took full advantage, Perth committing 24 fouls which essentially killed the contest. The Taipans knocked down 17 free throws in comparison to Perth's 7, resulting in the pace of the game slowing down immensely. Bryce Cotton did his best to keep the Wildcats in the game, but the fresher legs prevailed, Cairns winning 90-69. So without Kevin Lish, the Sydney Kings have continued their miserable start to the season, and surprisingly the New Zealand Breakers are at the top of the NBL ladder. So what's your shock of the round and what's the highlight you'll remember most? Let me know in the comments down below. Hit me up on Twitter, it's @Seb_Quinn. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more NBL news.